are you? It's been too long. God, your bling got me again.
Skip Bayless, I have now become your worst nightmare.
It will become deja voodoo for Stephen A. Smith.
Stop making those ridiculous-looking faces. I am here now.
I can't help it.
It's not his fault. It's people like you. It's people like you. There's no doubt about that because of our popularity contest. Who can't throw the football?
Oh, please.
I'm starting to get annoyed, and I'm trying to keep my composure.
I'm already annoyed.
You should be drug tested right on this set.
No,
that's ridiculous.
You should be background tested right now.
They should make you take a urine.
I got you good.
Let me sprinkle on you, and you too shall be healed. Oh, no, none of that.
You are so disrespectful.
Bad that you're lost on the subject.
Oh,
You're the Joker. It's understandable.
That's a 9, that's a 10, that's a 11, that's a 12.
I'm sorry. I thought you were about the Spurs and Tiago Splitter.
You shocked me with that response. I was not anticipating that.
I don't even know why they allow you to talk basketball. New York, Gotham City.
But I keep telling you, Times Square will become Tim Square.
All he does is win.
He's
Knees.
making my case.
Go ahead, man.
Whoa.
You're such an instigator.
Your head blew up. I like that.
No shortage of entertainment when you two get together.
May I give my critique?
Please.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I just wish the music from the first one was there.
Okay,
So-
we can make that revision.
But I mean, everything that you saw, I loved. I just feel like you have to give me a beat we
From
can
the
dance
video
to.
or from
I'm
the
just
first
saying.
montage?
For the first montage.
I tuned out the music. I couldn't get
See,
past your big head.
That shit.
Oh, boy. Okay, these two. Hugh Douglas is with us.
I want to make sure I'm really articulate. Articulate.
Ooh.
Zip it.
Just had to do
Okay.
that.
Michael Irvin was articulate about how he feels about Mark Sanchez potentially losing his starting job even by week 3. He said on the NFL Network, you mess around and lose that Buffalo Bills opener and then Pittsburgh knocks you around, he won't be starting by the Miami Dolphins game. So
that happened last year, actually. Right?
you want Stephen A to go?
No, I'm just...
Okay.
I had
So
to update.
Are you taking the over or the under of week 3 for Tim Tebow to replace
Taking
Mark
over. I'm
Sanchez?
taking over. I don't believe, Michael Irvin to me wasn't definitive. He was basically saying if you mess around and this happens, then that could be the result. That's how Michael Irvin talks. We all know how the playmaker talks. But the point is, I say we all know how Michael Irvin is my boy. But the point is...
No, he's my boy.
Okay, fine. The point that I'm trying to make to you is I think it'll be after week 7 when the Jets play the Patriots that Tim Tebow would be in the starting lineup. I don't think it'll be that early because if it were that early, then the Jets would be even more flagrantly obvious that the fix was in from day one. And they're gonna try to hold off and deny it for as long as they possibly can. But to me it's inevitable. It's inevitable, my protege, watch your mouth, watch your tongue. Okay.
First of all, I like to retract an earlier statement I made a few months ago, and I said that Tim Tebow would probably never start again. That's not the case. I'm going to go with the over because I feel it's going to be that 4th game of the season. They're going to give Sanchez a little bit of time to see if he can get it done because this is one of those situations that you really have to read between the lines. You look at the whole situation where he comes in, there was an issue with the contract. Now Jacksonville's in the game. He decides to go to New York, and now you hear these rumblings that Sanchez isn't happy. Tim Tebow is poised to take that team over because the bottom line, like Skip always says, and I have to laugh, it's because he wins regardless of his football throwing prowess or whatever you want to call it. This guy wins football games. That Jets team would rally around a guy like Tim Tebow. I know I sound crazy for saying
He
it.
also went to church because of it. So you think he'll take over by the Houston Texans
Yes,
game?
I think that it's possible. If Sanchez gets off to a rough start,
yes or no?
If Sanchez gets off to a rough start, that's why we play the game of football. We haven't had the draft, so we don't know definitively.
All right, Skip Douglas. Hedging your bets. Go ahead.
So we got
Go ahead.
week 8.
Go ahead.
Over or under?
I just have to say this quickly. I am highly amused that day after day after day on this set, I sit across from people who keep telling me that Tebow can't play, he can't throw.
He can't throw. But he can win. He wins. He wins.
But everybody says, oh, he'll be starting by the 4th game or the 5th game or, no later than the 6th game. And I'm thinking, how does that go together? Because you can't admit to yourself
Okay, Skip.
You can play.
You want me to tell you why? I remember this is the
Am I right?
the image that I have of Mark Sanchez when he was playing receiver. and the corner flinched and he jumped
I do too.
and
I agree.
he was scared and got dragged all over the field. That's the image of Mark Sanchez, a timid guy.
Yeah, trust
Tim
me.
Tebow-
If Tebow had lined up out there, the corner would jump and flinch.
I don't know about all that.
Well, he would.
But it wouldn't have been the same
I
kind of
got you,
reaction. The
yeah.
guys rally around guys like Tim Tebow. And that's the reason why if Mark Sanchez gets off to a rocky start and he can't get it
Who's
going.
a better quarterback?
Right now with the skill set, Mark Sanchez. But when you
by week 5, Tim Tebow will be
and I'm
starting.
not trying to disrespect Mark Sanchez. You look at his body of work,
Okay.
he's won playoff games, but Tim Tebow has that it factor.
Wait,
That's
it's a championship game.
I don't flip-flop. I am on the record. I have booked it. 1-4 start for the Jets, just the way Orton started 1-4 in Denver last year when Tim Tebow took over and never gave up that job. It will happen again. 1-4 under Sanchez. Game 6 at home against Indy. Tim Tebow time. We'll take over and go on another all he does is win run
You know
and
what?
win. What is it? That'd be 10 of the last 11 games. I give him a shot.
You disgust me. You really disgust me. Because what you're doing is, once again, you're hearing what you want to hear. I said Tim Tebow would start because the fix was in. I said that I want him to start so we can see once and for all how inept he is as a passer. You take that to mean everywhere, every day, somebody sits across from me, and what they say is, how is it? He can't play, but he's gonna start. How do they fit? I just told you. I told you how it fits. I want him to start so he can show that he can't throw. That's what I said.
Well, if you
How do you understand that?
Elway Jr., that's what you are. You're Elway Jr.
You know what? I'm proud. Call me Elway Jr.
Yeah,
I'm proud
Elway
of that.
Jr.
If that's the reason why
That's
I am
what you are.
proud
Elway-
member of the
Elway
Elway
said,
family.
let's get
I'm a
rid
proud
of it.
member of the Elway
Let's
family.
throw him out
Proud
there.
member of the Elway family.
So Tim Tebow's going to get the starting job by default, not because he's actually earned it.
Right.
Because Mark Sanchez.
Hold on. Excuse me. That didn't happen last year? That didn't happen last year?
I'm just making sure
That's
it's
all
going
that's
to
going to
happen
happen?
again.
Everything that